you'll get a message. We are on live now. Yay.
Awesome. Yay.
Okay, let me just get this set up so we can also be live on Instagram. So I'm gonna
That's
have
so fancy.
I try. Okay. So there we go. Okay. Yay. Now we're live on both places. All right.
Awesome.
So we're here for another JamTube episode. We are interviewing artists and vendors and talent on our lineup. And I'm super excited to be here with Kat today. She's joining me from North Carolina, where I am as well. So North Carolina's a big stage, just like Virginia. I don't even know how far away you are, but at least we're in the same state. So I will have you introduce yourself and tell us what you'll be doing at Flow Jam. I know that you'll be vending. Tell us about your vending services and also some of the stuff that we'll be doing at Flow Jam, and then we'll go from there. Sound good?
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Meredith. So yeah, I'm Kat Harmon. I am coming with our vending booth, which our brand is Love the Shit Out of Yourself. And with that, we are just encouraging people to love all the parts of themselves. We offer tools and tips and tricks of ways to see yourself clear and honor who you actually are and let go of the things that are no longer you, and how to navigate that shit as you're going through it, hence the love the shit out of yourself. And we do all kinds of things, but we have some branded merchandise that you can take out into the world. We have heart sunglasses and things to remind you to love yourself and others. So that's the brand. And then we will also be offering energy resets from the booth, which I am a Reiki practitioner and an energy mover. So festival weekends can be really long and like you're moving a lot of energy, especially with all the flow arts you guys have going on and all the live music. So offering the energy resets, or sometimes I call them energy tune-ups, are going to give your nervous system a chance to reset. Your body can start to rejuvenate, to rest, and begin to heal anything. And we can also work through any maybe blocks that are keeping you from feeling 100% your most authentic badass version of you.
Nice. I love that.
Cool.
Yay.
And then then the class, apologies, I keep talking over you. I'm just so excited. The class that I'll be offering is Love the Shit Out of Yourself 101. My partner and I have developed out a program that walks you through the steps that we have used ourselves and kind of give you offerings to find the steps that work best for you. And we'll be really addressing the first step, which is awareness, becoming aware of how you actually treat yourself. You can actually see that out as your mirrored reflection in the world. And we just talk about those things and offer tools and bring it to you in a really fun way.
Nice. I'm excited. Little secret only the artists know about, but we're working on the schedule right now. And I was, going through the workshop descriptions, and I was excited to put that on the schedule. I think it's very needed for us as humans that have a lot of self-doubt and, all the things that go on in our lives. So yay. I want to know, how did you get started? Like, where did your path, how did Kat come to be?
Well, my whole background, I've been a dancer since the age of 3. I taught dance up until last year, and I'm 40. So a huge part of my life was performing arts. And then I had my little girl who just turned 6. So obviously 6 years ago I had her, and I started to notice how unbelievably unkind I was to myself. I'd been teaching yoga for about maybe 8 years up to then. So I understand I understood alignment, and that, a little bit more of the maybe magical or woo-woo side of yoga, and understanding how energy flows and works. but I really hadn't brought it like into a reality that made sense for me. So when I had basically, I mean, to be quite honest, there was a moment where I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, okay, if I don't change the way I feel about myself, I'm going to die. And that just wasn't an option. I have this little girl, I have this partner, and I had continually looked outside of myself to make things better. Let me show you love this way. Let me overextend myself that way. Let me even like, in those triggered spaces, beg and cry and scream, nobody understands, and then it was like something clicked one day. I definitely learned a lot from Dr. Joe Dispenza and how the reprogramming of your mind can change your actual reality. And I thought, well, shit, I have nothing else to lose. I hated myself. I definitely had some really bad like body dysmorphia going on, and just all kinds of things from the traumas that we pick up as humans. Like, I mean, anyways, that's a whole nother
Yeah.
story. So I started to just unpack it myself. And okay, well, if I don't want to feel this way, then I'm going to start saying, the new mantras and all that stuff you hear all the time. Like, oh, change your mindset, change your mindset. But what I really found is a huge key, and like the most like foundational part of the platform that I teach from is embodiment, because you can have all these aha moments, whether you're doing a plant medicine journey or you're taking this therapy or you're doing this training. You can have a lot of these aha moments, but if you don't integrate it into your actual body, it's like Harry Potter. It's like, wow, that's a really cool magical movie. I wish that was real. It's not real for you. So I paired the reprogramming of my thoughts and my words, the things that I was saying out loud, and found ways to embody that. And we offer, I mean, there's so many different ways that people can actually do that. And I like to share from the ways that I have done it. My husband will share from the ways that he has done it. But I think that's the whole point is it's going to be uncomfortable. The transition of going from your comfortable habit of I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough, that it's going to feel weird to go over here and say that you love yourself, because we're taught that we're not allowed to be selfish or to put ourselves first. But if you don't put yourself first, you're just constantly pouring from an empty cup, and that leads to physical like health goes down, mental health goes down, your energetic health, your emotional health, and you see it all around us, and everybody wants you to fix their life. But there's so much magic and power into owning your life, and in the transition of hating yourself and loving yourself, there is this liminal space in between where we offer tools and things like that, and all of this stuff has developed from trial and error ourselves. And we've my husband and I have been on the journey for about 3.5 years of like really looking at how we move and why we move the way we do, and just question it, and don't forget to have fun while you're doing it, because spiritual and mental health can get really heavy. And I think that's one of the things that's missing is the joy, because that's why
Yeah.
we're here.
We are here to be joyous beings and to create.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yes.
we're here to have joy. I think, yeah, people have, taken joy and squashed people's, ability to like express it because of just all of our societal programming. I remember like before I transitioned into full-time entrepreneurship and doing this full-time, I was working in a really toxic environment, and I was teaching yoga, and I was, a happy being. And me just being happy and joyous, like really triggered a lot of people. And they just had negative reactions to me. And it was really interesting to navigate and to see and witness. And now, like, I barely interact with that realm, so it's completely like my energy has completely shifted, everything. But I just, yeah, it's so important to you know to remember the joy that there is in life, that we are actually here, that we came into this body to have it and to be abundant and to create and all the things. So yeah, it's nice that you guys are spreading that around and coming to Flow Jam to bring it. Yay.
Yeah, we are super excited. We're sort of like counting down the days. I'm like, okay, can we go ahead and start organizing and packing? He's like, babe. I'm like, okay, all right, next week we'll start organizing.
That is great. I feel like I need you on my team, you know, to help organize my space. That would be
Oh
awesome.
no.
10 years I've gotten it down somewhat, but there's always things. I'm always like, I see these vendors show up and everything's packed perfectly. And, you know, I know you guys like do that more often, like move your things and have storage compartments, all that. But I'm always impressed with like the ability people to like all of a sudden unpack and have this amazing setup. And yeah, cool. So how did you, how did you hear about Flow Jam? Because this is the first time that you're on our lineup and that you're joining us. So yeah, how did you find us?
My husband and I, like our bigger company, we do a 3-day holistic healing arts festival in the fall. So
Oh,
this is only our 3rd year. We're babies compared to you guys, but one of our vendors, Michael Dre, that does the drums, Michael Kurt Dre, he was like, you got to come. And then we have another friend I think we might even know a couple of vendors. So we kind of have like a crew that's coming, and we're super
yeah.
excited, but they all said good things. So we
Oh,
wanted to come and experience it and treat ourselves, because, you know, like we're about to be in full-fledged planning in July, and so we're just kind of taking this month to go and do some events with our brand, our personal brand, and enjoy ourselves.
that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't often get to talk with people who also like experience the other side. So I'm glad we'll have to chat at Flow Jam and, you know, talk and debrief. I definitely know what it's like. So where's your festival in the fall?
We're right outside of Charlotte in Huntersville, North Carolina. So it's just a big piece of land. We've kind of bounced around, but it's been it's exciting, and I have been watching how you're doing things, and I'm highly impressed. This whole jam tube thing, I was like, what, she gonna take that on? I was like, that is amazing, because I know, like, you're like almost at the event and you're like, you know what, let's interview everybody. It's impressive. It's wild, but it's awesome.
I know. That's funny that you bring that up too, because like this, you know, like as we're getting down to the wire, I'm like, damn, okay, like next year, I think I might need support, like being this, like I have an artist.
Oh, our energy just must have blasted it out. I don't know if it's clear.
Oh, am I there? Can you hear me?
I can now. That's our energy got so big, it just blew out the live stream.
Yeah, what I was saying is that next year this year I do have a artist artist relations coordinator and manager, and she's really great at like interviewing and doing stuff, and I'm already like thinking, okay, yeah, I need support with this. But I will say that doing these things has really inspired me to, you know, understand the effect that like the ripple effect that's happening, that I don't always get to like experience and see until I'm at Flow Jam. And, you know, if you know me and you know my style of working is like, I really like to enjoy Flow Jam. So I'm like trying not to work. And so I'm trying to get everything in order so that I can just like relax and enjoy and take classes and listen to the music, which I normally do. But yeah, this like interview series has allowed me to really tap in a whole new way to, you know, everyone who's coming. So it's really been great for me outside of like, you know, all of the things that like I do have to do. But this has been a really cool experiment to do for the first time. So thank you for recognizing that and recognizing the efforts that go into producing a multi-day event and bringing all these people together. And, you know, just like it relieves a lot of some of the not that I feel this a lot now because I am pretty solid in people's experience at Flow Jam, because we have so many people that always come back and, you know, rave about it. But it really helps me to settle my nerves on like making sure that everyone's taken care of and everyone's having a good time. And, you know, I used to take on that like responsibility of like wanting people to like, you know, make sure they have a good time. And now I'm just like, you know, it's happening. They can't not have a good time at Flow Jam. Like it's so fun. So cool. Well, that's good to know. And thank you again. Is there anything that you would like our audience to know or be aware of for like what's coming up for you to know about and where we can find you as well?
Okay. Number one, I and my partner and my very best friend that's coming with me and my kid, we love to meet people and to talk to people. We end up having like a hangout spot at our vendor booth. Please come by. Please interact with us. We love making friends. We love building community, and talking about just like all the wide scale of things that could show up at these amazing events. You can find me at lovetheshitoutofyourself.com.
Love
And
I love that
yeah.
you have that URL. Like I'm fucking that URL.
I have it trademarked. I can't even believe that it went through. I can't even believe
Wow.
it. It's crazy, but
Congratulations on that because I
thank you.
went through part of that process and then like didn't finalize it. So, you know, it's definitely a good thing to do, especially with a cool name like that, you know. Love the shit out of
Yeah.
yourself. No, love the shit
Yeah.
out of yourself.com. They're going to be at Flow Jam all weekend. They're going to be vending. They're also going to be offering workshops, and we should have the schedule out soon. So make sure you're a part of our newsletter if you aren't already, because we're going to announce that first to our newsletter subscribers. And then also, what was I going to say? Oh, you're bringing your family. So I just want to also highlight that Flow Jams, I'm very happy, you know, the kids bring such a special magical vibe to the festival. And I'm really like, it's an honor, you know, as we've grown over 10 years, you know, my friend who I'll be honoring, make sure you come to the stage Saturday, 8 p.m. I'm going to be honoring some of the people that have been with us for so long. And one of those people, like, you know, she had her baby like on her breasts and like carrying them around like the first Flow Jam, and now she's 10 and she's singing and she's super confident and she's just such a cool kid. So yeah, we're gonna like, they are regulars and they love to show other kids around too. So it's really nice. I'm excited. Yeah. Cool. Well, I won't take any more of your time. I know we ran a little bit behind today. Thank you for your flexibility with your
No
schedule.
worries.
And yeah, let us know if you have any questions. Please share this live. If you guys are watching, go get your tickets at flowjamfestival.com. Tier 2 prices end June 1st. So it's the last day to save $34, and maybe you're not so worried about saving $34, but if you think about it, you might as well spend that $34 on super cool, awesome, love the shit out of yourself merch. So save yourself some money and go get your tickets, and you'll see us there. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for your participation in it. I love hearing the, you know, the caravanning of like vendors coming and already knowing, because I know that he's new as well. So you guys are kind of stepping into like trusting that this is great, and I love that. We need that. I need that. So thank you. I'm gonna, yeah, and if there's anything else you wanted to say before I end.
No, thank you so much, Meredith. Yeah, go love the shit out of yourself. Have a good day.
Okay, sweet. Bye, guys.
Bye.
End it now.